Justin Trudeau promises more protection for abortion rights in Canada.
Here's a summary of the article.
This copy is for your personal non-commercial use only. To order presentation-ready copies of Toronto Star content for distribution to colleagues, clients or customers, or inquire about permissions, licensing, please go to www. Copyright owned or licensed by Toronto Star Newspapers Limited. To order copies of Toronto Star articles, please go to www.
This post received a score of 33,000, with an upvote ratio of 86%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I hope it includes maximum travel times to clinics that provide abortions. New Brunswick has 3 provincially funded clinics, 2 in Moncton and 1 in Bathurst.
That might be hard to enforce for places like Northern Ontario and Quebec, but yeah, maybe access based on population density?
Like, Nay Ontario, Greater Sudbury, or Northern Ontario, Hearst and Here There Be Dragons.
I'm talking bush plane into the village is the only way to get there, Ontario.
2 hours north of Bumfuck Nowhere, on.
Abortion rights is not codified in law in Canada. Time to change that. The promises included regulations under the Canada Health Act, so there is no question that no matter where someone lives, that they have access to publicly available sexual and reproductive health services.
This is the important point. The original law restricting abortion was struck down as unconstitutional, and no government since has had the courage to touch the subject. They just left well enough alone, so as to avoid taking any political risks. Even the Conservative Party, in power with the majority, knew this and refused to attempt to legislate anti-abortion. Thus, there will likely be no impediment to the sort of legislation now proposed.
The Conservatives are conflicted. On one hand, they need social conservative voters. On the other hand, if they pandered to so-cons they'd lose socially progressive, fiscally conservative voters. And they need both groups.
It's why I could never vote for them. They are constantly asked about abortion and they waffle or fudge the answer. Alienates me 100% because I don't trust them. They'd win more middle or undecided voters if they just say they will not oppose abortion. They can't, and they dance around at every election and lose voters.
IDK, Erin O'Toole went out of his way in pretty much every debate to say how he was pro-choice and a LGBTQ ally etc., even when he wasn't asked. The Conservatives retained pretty much the same number of seats, so they probably don't see that as a successful strategy. Although he did often dance around the provincial law, Jason Kenney stuff.
He also went full SoCon in the con leadership race. Many people remembered that, and so weren't sure which stance was genuine. It's what kept me, a fiscal conservative, socially progressive, from voting for him. Which O'Toole was the real one?
Also, O'Toole said he was pro-choice, but that he'd allow a free vote and follow party policy.
Let's see what America is doing and not do that.
The Canadian way since 1775.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.